Hello everyone and welcome back to Shingeki no Anime. Today, I have a lot of news regarding the production of Attack on Titan Season 4. In this video, I'll be covering three main things. 1. What studio will be possibly producing the fourth season? 2. The possible return of one of the best directors, and 3. The possibility of the fourth season being delayed. Also, please stick till the end of the video as there is going to be a little surprise. Now, before we proceed, please hit the like button, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe in order to get the latest news about your favorite anime. Now, without any further ado, let's start. First of all, let's talk about the studio that will most likely produce Attack on Titan Season 4. After collecting and studying a lot of evidence, I have narrowed it down to two possibilities. The first possibility is that a studio called IG Zwei is the one most likely to take on the fourth season. It's going to get a lot more complicated from here on to try and explain how I have arrived at this conclusion, but I will try my best to keep things as simple and clear as possible. So, let's take everything step by step. The first three seasons of Attack on Titan were produced by a studio called WIT. WIT Studio is a small studio that was founded in 2013, and their first project was actually Attack on Titan. This WIT Studio is actually one of the many studios that belongs to a company called IG Port. As Season 3 Part 2 was being released, speculations had started that this was going to be WIT's final season. These speculations stemmed from the fact that some Chinese animators have started to tweet about it, along with the fact that some staff from WIT have also tweeted goodbyes. This was also confirmed by Yonko Productions, who is one of the most famous leakers. Moving on, fans were left in a state of confusion and fear about the future of Attack on Titan. This has lasted on for months until it was confirmed by Yonko Productions that Attack on Titan would still remain in IG Port, but it's just being moved to a new studio. Now, this is basically the summarized version of the story of everything that has happened since the release of Season 3 Part 2 till now. So again, why is it IG Zwei? Zwei was actually a studio that belonged to another company, and this studio was bought recently by IG Port and named IG Zwei. The timing that the studio was bought in couldn't be more suspicious, as it was around the same time the rumors of WIT leaving had started. Another thing is that almost all of the studios under IG Port, including WIT, have a lot of projects for this year, which doesn't make sense, as Attack on Titan is also being released in the fall of this year. However, IG Zwei only had a single project, which is almost done by now, if not already done, leaving room for a big project like Attack on Titan to be produced. Thus, using these pieces of information and based on Yonko's tweet, it is assumed that this new studio is actually IG Zwei. As I mentioned at the start, this is the first possibility and the most likely scenario I believe in. The second possibility is that a completely new studio is actually being formed that is still under IG Port. This other possibility actually ties in with the second point of this video that is to be discussed. It is actually about the return of the famous and talented director Tetsuro Araki. Araki has actually directed the popular anime hit Death Note before directing the first season of Attack on Titan. From what I heard, Araki is actually quite a demanding director, always asking the animators to provide more cuts while also employing many interesting angles in his works. And these are probably some of the many reasons as to why he is a cut above all the other directors. In seasons 2 and 3, he was actually promoted as a chief director, meaning that he was not as involved with the rest of the series as the first season, which explains the little drop in direction that has happened in the show. Instead, He was actually busy directing Wit Studios' original anime Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress, which aired in 2016, and the series has went on to spawn 3 movies that were also directed by Araki. Now, it is believed that Araki is actually expected to make a return into the director's seat for the 4th season. This is based on Araki's Twitter activity. Araki has a habit of following every person who is related to Attack on Titan, usually the ones holding big positions such as the manga editor, Wit Studio, and their staff members, and even Cabaneri's Twitter page. However, he has never followed Attack on Titan's Twitter page until recently, which largely indicates that he is going to be greatly involved with the new season. Another thing is that it has been rumored that Araki is more likely to get his own studio, still under IG port, and this could be seen as the ideal choice for taking on the 4th season. Why is that? Whether it is this new studio or IG's way, both of them are still small studios and could not take on such a large project alone. So, definitely a lot of the core staff that worked on the previous seasons who actually belonged to it are more likely to be moved to either of these studios when work on the 4th season starts. All of this moving around of staff and directors would require a lot of restructuring on part of an already established studio such as IG's Way, so it would make more sense to have a completely new studio instead, and this was the second possibility I have talked about before. All in all, it is almost confirmed that Attack on Titan would still be under IG port regardless of what studio will produce the 4th season, and we could actually be looking at the best produced Attack on Titan season so far with superb directing. Moving on to the third point of the video, these past few days, word has been going around that season 4 might actually be delayed, most probably due to the coronavirus pandemic that has caused many animes to stop airing, and has definitely halted the production on newer projects, or at the very least has slowed them down. Despite all the great news surrounding the production of Attack on Titan, it seems that it could not escape the fate of being delayed. Finally, as I have promised you, there is a great surprise that I have saved till the end in order to end the video on a satisfying note. Tomorrow, it is expected to receive some official news about Attack on Titan Season 4. My predictions is that we could have a studio confirmation along with staff members, maybe even a key visual if we are lucky enough. The announcement could also be about the delay, and they might also give us a new release date. This is it for now. I hope that this video has been useful. I tried my best to summarize everything and to show you all the whole picture. I would like to hear all your thoughts and predictions about what is going to happen in the comment section. If you're satisfied with the video, please hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you would be the first to get the latest news.